Welcome back on to Daz TV. Apologies for the last time I was on there. Just I had difficulties with charging up the laptop, so apologies to everybody. But back again, it's Group B. It's Liverpool against Atletico Madrid. Liverpool on 9 points. Atletico, who are on 4 points. They've drawn one, drew one, and lost one. And as I was saying in the last video, that this is pre-pandemic, a different Atletico Madrid team. They are a bit more creativity, a bit more spark. Better players are going forward when you put in Griezmann, João Felix, Suarez, and there. But I mean, Liverpool at home at Anfield, we do owe them one, don't we? To be fair, the last time out was a huge win against Atletico Madrid. It was the first time they'd lost a European game at home in 4 years. It was the first time they'd fans back since the pandemic. Simeone was up for Atletico, were up for it. 20 minutes in, Liverpool at 2-0 up. And it's all plain sail up there. It's all house in the prairie. 2-2 then, Griezmann sent off. We end up winning the game 3-2. To be fair, I think they should have had a penalty at the end as well. Absolutely, I think when Jota takes, I can't remember who he takes down, but it should have been a penalty and it wasn't, and we end up winning the game 3-2. On another day, though, we could have 4, 5, 6. They also could have had more. They're scoring a lot of goals this season. We're scoring a lot, but we're overall doing better than Atletico Madrid. We're the only team in the Premier League as well, unbeaten. We've won all 3 out of 3 in the Champions League as well. In a relatively tough enough group when you put in AC there and Atletico Madrid and how them games have went. Saturday, look, absolutely, it was disappointing. It was 2-0 up after 20 minutes, similar to Atletico Madrid. And we end up, instead of going on winning the draw in the game, I thought game management was poor. We were really off it on Saturday, and not having the midfield options that we had earlier this season, the likes of Fabinho, Thiago, Elliott, James Milner there, Naby Keita comes off injured, who, by the way, I think this season has done really well. He hasn't played a lot of football, but he's getting assists, he's getting goals, he's putting in better performances. But it's a different season, same old Naby, injuries again. I know he's come off against Brighton with a hamstring injury, usually disappointing to see. And look, he looked devastated, to be honest with you. Naby, very emotional player, would have been absolutely distraught having to come off again injured. And just as soon as you think his Liverpool career is going somewhere, it's another setback, it's another injury, and it's very disappointing. And, he more than anybody, I'm sure, has to be very disheartened about that. But look, we've seen the picture circulating around on social media of Fabinho back, Thiago back. Will they play a part in this game? I'm sure they will. I think Curtis Jones will play in this game. I think Ox as well. We have to use him there. He needs game time. Jordan Henderson possibly as well. But to be honest with you, think the weekend's game away to West Ham, who, by the way, with great record against, we've annihilated them the couple of times we went there, is a bigger game for me, because if we just don't get beaten this game, have some sort of reaction from Saturday, but I suppose a reaction we'd have to win. But I think we can win this game. We can win against West Ham. The thing about Jurgen Klopp since he's come into Liverpool in his era is that he always comes back with a response. The players always come back with a response, and that's what I'm hoping from Saturday. Saturday's game, by the way, look, it was another draw. It was 2 points dropped, but it wasn't a game that we lost. And I know to a lot of us, we feel like that was a game lost. But look, we're still thereabouts. We're 1 win still off the top in the Premier League, which the circumstances haven't changed, other than we're 2 points behind Chelsea. But 1 win still away from there, and obviously we need Chelsea to lose and us to win to be there. But this is, look, Atletico Madrid, it's, for me, not the biggest game this season, but we want the reaction. It's under the floodlights. It's a European night. It's at Anfield. The stage is set. I do think there'll be changes because of West Ham coming up. But 2 games left now before another international break. Ideally, we'd want 2 wins, and in an ideal world, these 2 wins would happen for us. But football doesn't do sentiment, unfortunately. So we'll wait and see what happens. Club Talk TV, yes, Aled, big shout out to you, my brother too. This is just a brief preview of the Atletico Madrid game. As you know, as much as anyone, bro, I haven't had a lot of time to be doing content, but I'm hoping now from this week back. It's a Monday, it's the start of a new week. It's the 1st of November as well. Welcome to winter all. To be doing more content regularly. So I'll definitely have Club Talk TV on with me, absolutely. Daz is back. Yeah, love to see that too, bro. The shout out, much appreciated. And everybody go over, obviously, and like and subscribe to Clock Talk TV if you already haven't. I'm sure if you is watching this already do. Some great content there. Kept us all going through the lockdown with some great watch-alongs, what he's doing regularly, and fair play to brother, because a lot of this takes time. It takes energy as well and focus, and you're putting a lot of that in, bro. So fair play to you, and help him keep growing the channel, which is onwards and upwards. And everybody go over and subscribe to LA's channel on Club Talk TV. But look, as I said, we owe Atletico one. Let's hope we beat them. That game pre-pandemic where they beat us, and Morata, I think, named his dog, didn't he, after Anfield? It was kind of taking the piss right away from us all. But we owed them one. Simeone, the last game, doesn't do handshakes, runs off at the end. Real sore loser, I felt, from him and Atletico. And that was a huge win. As I said, there's not enough made of that win where we went and beat them. But we've gone there, we've beat them. Now we need to beat them at Anfield. We need to put this group to bed and, extend our lead. I think this will extend the lead by 8 points ahead of Atletico Madrid. They'll be well over our rear view mirror. They won't be existent. And we go on to the last 16. And for the last 2 games against Porto and AC Milan, we can rotate, we can make changes, we can keep players fresh and for them for the Premier League, because let's be honest, we've had such a good start in the Premier League that we want that run to continue. West Ham, international break, come back from that then, and we've some huge games, and we've a lot of back-to-back games come between then and the new year. So we're going to need as many of the boys fit and senior lads as fit as possible. And I think the most important thing about Wednesday night's game is coming out of that game unscathed. We don't need any more injuries, particularly in midfield. We're down to the bare bones. But as I said, it was great to see Fabinho and Thiago back training. They're going to be a huge boost to us. And if we can just come out of this game, no more injuries, go into West Ham, fired and fit, ready, have that intensity, have that energy, it'll be a good week. But let's hope we can get a win first. And that starts on Wednesday night. Starts with a reaction against obviously a good Atletico Madrid side who've only come off a back of a big 3-0 win. They absolutely annihilated Real Betis yesterday. But before that, they had a couple of draws. I think they've only lost 1 game down the league. They're a couple of points behind the leaders in Real Sociedad. But that means nothing to us. We just win Wednesday. Big shout out there, John Conway. Hi, Das. Hi to you too, bro. Facts, mate, we need to win on Wednesday. Yes, it would be nice to win, but just don't get beat. Put on a better performance than we did against Brighton. Don't get any more injuries, which, please God, that doesn't happen. And it'll be good going into West Ham then, because I think West Ham, to be honest with you, bro, is a bigger game for us. We've got to go there to win, but with recent form, you'd suggest we would. We've great momentum. We've the best player in world football at the moment, and Mo Salah playing for us. But I think one of the best and key players for us of late has been Alisson. I think he's been superb, and we're going to need his good form. We're going to need that spine back. I think obviously Van Dijk there, Fabinho we need back. We need Thiago back. We need Henderson in there with them. But for me, I've more eyes, to be honest with you, on West Ham on Sunday than I do against Atletico. But having said that, I badly want to win against Atletico, and I just hope it's not at any cost. Your Raj Dalawaj, think we beat Atletico Madrid 2-1. Yes, I hope so, bro. Absolutely, I hope so. Let's beat them. My score prediction as well for Atletico is going to be 2-1 as well. I'm not going to print who scores because I don't know who plays. I know, look, it's a Champions League game. We want to put this game to bed. I think we will go as strong as we can as possible. I think we will see either Fabinho or Thiago starting, if not both. Hopefully we do as well. They get some minutes under the belt before the big game against West Ham. But that's it from me today. Thanks to everybody that's liked and tuned in and left comments. Big up to you all. Let's just roll on Atletico Madrid now. Roll on Simeone. Roll on Suarez. The stage is set at Anfield. It's going to be a magnificent, I'm sure, electric. Another European big night under the fortress, under the floodlights at Anfield. And let's hope we can win it. And let's hope it's going to be a good week for us. Even a draw would send us through. Yeah, absolutely. We want to beat them because, as I said, pre-pandemic, they beat us. It was the last game with fans. I was at the game just before that against Bournemouth, and all eyes were on that Atletico Madrid game. And look, to be honest with you, that night it was a tale of two keepers. Oblak was unbelievably superb, and Adrian was horrendous. But let's not get too much back into that. Big shout out, Archie Doolan. How are you, bro? Missed your insight. Has no room for complacency Wednesday. Need a boost for the weekend. Yeah, Archie, I recently moved house, so I was busy, you know, back in work. Everything was just takes a lot of time doing these, and but I'm definitely going to be back. Today is a Monday. It's a new week. It's the start of winter. It's November. We're into the thick and thin of now of things in the season. It's going to be a good season ahead, though, for Liverpool, no doubt about it. But yeah, we need a boost for the weekend. Absolutely, 3-0. Salah, I'm sure, does score again. Yeah, he's on fire, isn't he? He's been absolutely unplayable in a league of his own. And I mean, look, we've after beating United 5-0 away, after absolutely just giving them an unbelievable hiding. It was disappointing against Brighton, wasn't it, to be 2-0 up and then to draw the game. It felt like a bit of a defeat, but you know, a win against Atletico at home, a win away to West Ham, who I did mention we have a great record against. We annihilate them so much there, and David Moyes, of course, as well. Before the international break, will have us all smiling and in great form again. I hope it is a good week. Absolutely, bro. I do too. I hope it's a great week for us, and I hope it ends with a big win against West Ham and a big win against Atletico Madrid. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. I will be back after the Atletico Madrid game on Wednesday night. I'll be doing more content now regularly, and I'll also be on the LFC Day Trippers. Go over and like and subscribe to them. I'll be doing a match preview with Conroy, countdown to kick off before Atletico Madrid at 7 o'clock on Wednesday night. Big up to us all. Remember, if you haven't, like and subscribe to this channel, and there will be more content on the way. Big shout out all.